As we go into day 5 of Oscar Pistorius' trial in the North Gauteng High Court, we're joined by criminal law expert William Booth, who's going to talk us through some of the things that have happened in the last 4 days, and we're going to look forward to what could happen in the trial to come. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure, great.
Now, yesterday was a very interesting day in court because we heard testimony from the first witness who said that he saw Reeva on the floor the night of the shooting. Why is this a particularly important witness?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily important from the fact that he was the first on the scene and that he saw Reeva. I think probably more from whatever reaction that Oscar showed when he arrived on the scene. There's the defense's allegation, obviously, that he was upset and he was distraught. And this is what the witness, in fact, has told the court. So that is quite important because, you know, somebody who's kind of planned a murder or has had the intention to shoot somebody may not be distraught, upset, and that is more likely to indicate that what happened is what Oscar says took place.
But let's discuss that a little bit further. Premeditation doesn't necessarily mean that he planned it down to the finest detail. It means that he meant to shoot Reeva. Is that right? Murder
requires intention, and that is where he meant to shoot her. In other words, he knew it was Reeva, and he had the necessary intention to shoot her and that she would die. So that would amount to murder. So premeditated is where it's been planned. In other words, there's been something happening before the shooting. He had kind of put in motion a situation, a plan to kill her. It might have started on a previous day. It's difficult to prove that it was planned and didn't just happen right there and then. So if you have an incident with somebody else where you lose your temper, you've become angry, and you shoot them, you intend to kill them, but that's not necessarily planning. Planning goes back a bit. You've got to have a couple of steps back that he had the previous day or maybe earlier that evening, thought about this. He'd kind of put in motion a whole lot of events which would lead to her death, had maybe been in contact with other people and told them, look, I want to kill Reeva because of certain issues. So that's the planning. And sometimes there's a fine distinction between planning something, because, maybe planning took 5 seconds, or where something happens right there and then because of an argument, which then leads to somebody losing their temper, becoming angry, losing their temper, not their self-control, but their temper, which then causes them to kill the person.